What's up, guys? It's me, Evan. I'm here again with the guys.
Yo, it's Kenneth.
Okay.
I pointed to him. You talking?
It's all good.
It's all good.
It's been happening my whole life.
Got the guys here, and like we always do, we always come and discuss, different type of topics between relationships and things like that. So today we have another topic for you guys.
What are we gonna name these videos?
That's not the topic.
We probably should though.
We should.
Drop your
Pre-production.
suggestions in the comments below.
Today we're going to be discussing what is the difference between a breakup and a break. Now, I don't know whether or not you guys have experienced this between yourselves.
Never had a break.
Me neither.
I don't think I feel like
You've gone through breaks. All right, cool. So, from your experience, how would you define the break, Kenneth?
Okay.
The difference between a break and a breakup.
Well, obviously a breakup, just to get it out of the way.
Some people break up to make up.
Yeah, but then that's just weird. But I'm looking at it as a breakup as like the finality thing, like the season finale.
Not happening.
Niggas said y'all weirdos.
Exactly.
Niggas said that's
that's
out here
weird.
sitting there trying to just break.
Breakup is a series finale. Like,
break your back.
Potty done, go home, fold up the chairs. The shit is over and done with. No more of this shit. The circus is left town. There we go. See, these guys get comedy. That's what I'm talking about.
Same time next week.
Yeah.
But what would you say is a break?
Yeah.
A break normally happens, at least in my experience, when both people in the relationship they're getting into something really heated and they need time away from each other just to figure out, one, who they are, and two, what's the next step to progress in the relationship, because that's how I view a break. A break is used in order to better the relationship because there's a crossing that they need to get to, and something is in the way that's preventing them from moving forward.
Okay. Thank God you finished talking, because I felt a really big burp coming. Did not want to burp while you were making a point. I can't edit around that. So say that again. Burp. That's how you would define a break.
Yeah, I'm breaking, yeah.
In between the two. Okay. Yeah. So now, you being the break master,
breaking.
Yeah, you be out here breaking mad bitches. Alright, cool.
Whoa! No.
That's our sponsor?
That's our time, guys. Yo, it's been real.
Breaking mad women. Whatever.
No.
Cool. So, in your experiences, what would you say is allowed? In that time and space apart, is that person allowed to see other people or entertain other people?
I'd say no. I say no. Not as a just as a guy, but as trying to be fair in a relationship, because in a break, like I said, in a break, you're using it to, okay, we want this relationship to work. We're both seeing an issue, a common issue that's hey, I don't like how this is happening. I don't like where this is going. Let's take a few steps back. Maybe it's a week, 2 weeks, maybe even a month at most. Take this time. Yeah,
that's a long time.
That's a long time, but you know what? When you're in an established relationship, you put that time in.
That goes to two of my points. Okay, my one point will go to, I guess, you just kind of spoke on it. How long do you think a break should be?
Okay, like I said, it honestly does depend on what kind of issue it is. Whether it's someone trying to interject into a relationship, or thoughts of infidelity and things like that. Breaks like that, breaks to of those natures. A month might be the.
You feel you can get a break after having infidelity with them?
No.
I don't think he meant infidelity.
No.
I think he meant fear of infidelity.
Exactly.
Even if there is a fear, that's grounds for being
but if
what you think I'm doing for that move?
Exactly. I'm like, you gonna give them that much time? You gonna give them the time?
You gonna give me the time to Fidel?
Fidel and finesse.
You just put a picture of Fidel from Girls.
Mad Fidel.
But the Fidel Castro up on the
Oh God.
I'm about to be mad fidelity.
What I would want to know is, how long do you have to be in a relationship to constitute the fact that you can actually have a break? Because I feel like sometimes if you're just starting out and you need a break, that just seems like, nah, we just need to.
It's over.
It's been a weekend. Nah, this is too much. I can't do this.
If you're
Texting every day.
It's over for you. It's over. It's over.
Elbow deep.
It's over. That nigga in the guts.
Mike and Ike's.
That nigga's in the guts.
Elbow
if you
deep.
still in the relationship,
I'm in here.
That nigga cleaning her ears out with a Q-tip.
One bad. Oh my goodness.
yeah, no, but if you're in the honeymoon phase of your relationship and you need a break, you might just want to like
Honeymoon's over.
exactly
Well,
bite the bullet and call it a day.
You got a break for a lot of reasons. Like, it doesn't even have to be like infidelity. It could be like,
No, but those,
be
those,
like, oh,
those
maybe
are just like the
you don't
first
want to
things
get
that came to
committed too
mind.
fast.
Ooh.
Because you might like this person.
Ooh.
That's the only
Oh,
other thing I would say.
like you're more emotionally invested than the other.
Exactly.
Fire.
Is that your cue to put in the fire?
You know what? It just might be subconsciously.
That's a fire
myself.
emoji.
No, and I think that's a really great point. You know, sometimes in a relationship early on, you know, one party might be exhibiting more emotional investment than the other party, and to protect their investment, they might want to withdraw a little bit and say, "Hey, man,
That's the only reason why I would see it.
And also, my question would be, this would go to both of you guys. If somebody came to you and asked you for a break, would you look at that as a red flag? Fire emoji.
No, just mad question. No, the Nick Young just.
The thinking emoji.
What kind of emoji? What kind of break you want? What kind of thing?
If somebody asks you for a break, is that
What kind of question is that?
would you look at them a little bit different? Is that a red flag?
For me, I would really.
Especially because we're older now. I know a lot of you guys watching might be a younger audience, might be in high school, things like that. But
We're not
older.
late 20s.
Yeah. Personally, I wouldn't let that
Funny
be.
whole bus, nigga. Damn. Shit. Pre-production. Stop snitching. Every time he go on camera, he gotta start snitching. Yo, you know we 40, so you know.
We ain't even supposed to be out here like that talking to y'all, but we about to educate y'all again.
Now that we're a little bit older, do you think that, let's say nowadays, you're getting a wish from somebody they ask for to take a break, would you look at that as a red flag?
Me personally, I would see it as a point of growth if I want to continue with this person, because if they have enough.
Under 3 months, they ask for a break.
Under
You say be a little bit more specific.
I can't be stressed by it though, because I mean, we're at 3 months in, we're doing our
Under
thing.
3 months.
Under 3 months, yeah. That seems like a reasonable enough time for somebody to get to know you. I mean, dating is what it is. You're dating them, you're getting to know them, and understanding more about them. If you don't gel after more than 3 months and you see a red flag within the relationship, it's not gonna be a red flag for me, because personally, I see it as, hey, I care about this relationship that we're in. To be able to look outside of it or look within it and say, okay, this is something that might not be good for us to continue on, you know? I mean, if it was the shoe on the other foot and I was given the break, the only reason why I would want a break is because I can't understand how to move forward with this person. On the other end, with the other person, I'm not gonna be stressed over this their decision.
What do you think? Before I ask my follow-up question to that one.
Okay, so like you said, like the 3 months that is more than enough time to get to know the person. Like, especially if you start out a relationship, it's almost like a probationary period. You know, figure out like, hey,
I love
what
this
you.
probation talk. Yeah, for two niggas that's never been in handcuffs, y'all love.
Well,
alright.
Exactly.
You wanna start snitching? You wanna start snitching?
Hey.
I just tried to save you.
No.
Without jobs,
He sees 7 seconds. He bitched about 7 seconds, and now he's all about saying.
I know a lot about the law.
There you go. That's like enough time for them to warrant like taking a break. I mean, yeah, if they see something that could potentially become a bigger issue, and they want to take a bit of a break to figure out like, hey, is this still the best course of action for themselves? I can't be mad at it. Like, and then on the other side, like flip side, like if I feel like there's a red flag approaching, I'm gonna address it as soon as possible, because like the later you wait, the bigger of a problem it can potentially become.
I've been on the receiving end of that.
You know, so it's just gonna keep building up. It's like, I guess for lack of a better term, it's like a volcano. It's gonna keep building up, and then a big ass eruption. Rather than just like a little puff of smoke.
I've been a victim of that, but letting shit just boil over by not addressing it.
Exactly.
But I would say now that, you know, being a little bit older now than I was back when I was in high school and things like that, I can honestly say that I think that if I was 3 months in with somebody and they said they want to take a break, that's a red flag to me. Because I guess for somebody like me personally, I'm very big on communication. Even though I just said that sometimes I do let problems like linger over and bubble up and boil over and blow up to become bigger problems. That's something I did a lot earlier when I was in my younger days, because that's something that happens, especially in that honeymoon phase. You're just getting to know a person. You don't want to step over toes. You want to position yourself.
You're willing to let things slide, like,
especially because
you have the blinders on.
And you're making a first impression a lot of the times. A lot of the things that you're doing, it's the first time you're doing it with somebody. You want to make a good impression. So you do put your best foot forward. It may not be the most consistent foot, because sometimes I think that's something that I didn't realize in my younger years, that, you know, the things you do up front is setting the standard for this other person. They think this is how you're going to be throughout the entire time. So I've learned to not start off big, have a build-up progression. Knowing that I can do the jump.
Like a roller coaster.
Yeah, knowing that I can do the rooftop dinners with the band and all of that, coming through, playing the music for you, all of that special shit.
Sorry.
Mad rude. Alright, I know I can do...
I'm sorry.
I know that I can do that. I know I can provide that, but I'm not doing that off rip. I don't want you thinking that's finna happen all the time.
Right.
Every month we gotta do the flowers to your house and all that. No. I'm not setting the standard that high. That's something that I know I can do, but that's not something I'm willing to do up front, because I know that's not something that I'm going to be able to consistently do on a regular basis in an everyday relationship. So, you know, a lot of people do that. So I feel like in the beginning, me starting off a little bit regular and they would ask for a break, I feel like that's a whatchamacallit. Yeah, it's a red flag, because in that regard, to me, you're taking a step backwards instead of forward. Which will lead me into my next question. When you ask for a break, what are you trying to accomplish with that break?
Clarity. Clarity.
Because I know you've been on this, that's okay.
Yeah. So clarity, like, that's first and foremost clarity. It's like if you feel like more often than not, like, the examples of a break that I've seen or even experienced myself is like equality in a relationship, like someone putting in more emotionally or other qualities than the other person is, and you feel like you're kind of being taken advantage of at, like.
So how does the break
work?
Yeah, how would that solve that?
Yeah, because it's
like we talked about this before, even in other videos, like communication. Like if I'm communicating that, hey, I don't want this to be bigger than what it is. However, I feel that A, B, and C. Like, hey,
you're disrespecting me.
You're disrespecting me by not putting in
putting space, because I'm angry at you right now. I'm not at a personal spot right now where I can accept what you're giving me, because I'm mad with you. I need space to cool down, calm down. Give me a week, and I will.
Yeah, give me a week or a few days. Let me come back to you, and then we can sit down and actually talk about this. I'm not saying that I don't want this relationship no more. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying, give me a couple days, like give me this weekend, or give me like. Okay,
so what qualifies as enough time to qualify as a break? I feel like a few days is not enough to say that's a break. Let's say 3 to 4 days. Yo, give me 4 days. I'll be right back.
Like
that's not a break.
I guess from like Monday,
I think 2 weeks on up.
Monday to a Monday, that's fine. Or like you said, like we can have 2 weeks, but I want, like, if I'm saying like, yo, I need the space, I need zero communication.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Do not
for
hit me
4
up.
days. That's not.
No, not even just that. Don't text me, don't call me, nothing like that. I don't want to see no subs on your Instagram or on Facebook or nothing.
You gonna get some subs, nigga.
Exactly.
In today's climate,
no, but like,
I'm gonna send some and I'm gonna get some.
No.
If I'm gonna send some, I ain't gonna lie.
If I'm gonna be mature enough to not do it, if I'm not gonna be immature enough to do it,
you're a bigger man than me.
I am. Not by much now. Not by much. You got a 137.
I wore a black shirt so they couldn't see. Thanks for snitching. Yeah, but you can't see with a snitching.
I feel like there's a lot of factors that come into play with that, though, because you gotta understand, if if you're only saying like 2 to 3 weeks, and if it's in today's climate and it's in the beginning of the relationship, I feel like there's too many factors that come into play.
Yeah, because I think the break is 2 weeks.
Like what? Let me hear.
Let's think of it like this.
Put me on.
We're in a different climate now. We're out of high school. We're out of
in today's
situation. We're in more of a.
In today's world, it's way easier to connect with somebody than it was before.
Yeah, you can just do it like that.
Like Chris Rock said, you go to work, you don't talk. That's it. You don't see me till I come home from work. Not when I get off. When I come home, when I walk in the door.
Exactly.
So that's not even 8 hours. That's a 10 to 11 hour gap.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like that's part of what would make it more accessible for a break if it's a longer standing relationship. If it's in the beginning, I really, you can't constitute that in like the first, okay, you have that 3-month period, that's cool and all, but if you're coming out, now I feel like my opinion changed on it, because it's like, if you're in like today's climate and you're doing your day-to-day, like, you know, she's got a job, you got a job, you guys are only really talking through Instagram or texting and whatnot. Like, you don't really get to know a person within that time, especially in today's climate, especially if we have like the same standards that we hold ourselves to.
You don't really get the quality of a person.
You don't get quality time. Quality time is a thing that you need, especially within that first 3 months.
And
that's
do you think that not enough quality face-to-face time?
Oh yeah,
that could continue. That could contribute to a break.
But
so
I feel like
the issue. You think that
can't get a break from
that? Yeah, from that. A break isn't an answer for that.
Because I feel like it's like dating is like a trial period.
But would you need a break if you address it and then nothing has changed?
That goes back to what we were talking about with.
That's some fire. Put some fire into that shit.
Yeah, that goes. Shit. Oh my god! I feel like this day and age, we see things as being so instant, and we kind of need that kind of like, hey, where are you at? Like, what are we? Like that question, what are we? Like, we can't define what we are. There's no patience. You have to really spend quality time. So a break for me, if it's an early relationship, 3 months, I feel like my opinion changed on it. We're going off today's climate. It's not viable. You just end it.
Might as well, yeah.
Because I mean, if you feel that you can't get enough from this person within the amount of time,
you feel like you require more,
exactly, then that means maybe they're just
that's
like
enough to say, yeah, that's enough to say, yeah.
They're not going to be able to satiate you emotionally and spiritually or mentally or anything like that at that point.
Okay.
So I mean, if it's a longer relationship though, for me.
Within that, I would say, yeah, because then, like I said, time, it's so weird nowadays because the way relationships are now that you have all this communication, but as far as technology has advances, so you can, it's way easier to get that instant gratification, to know where somebody's at, know how they're doing, know if they're safe, know if they're home. Back in the day,
it's an overload.
In a way, it is an overload because sometimes I feel like,
back in the day, we have to take it at their word, like, yo,
that's why I say our grandmothers and mothers were stronger than these little bitches nowadays because. No. Let me get my shit off.
We were done with this, Evan.
Let me get my shit off.
I can't believe
young Evan is back.
Let me take my shots.
Young Evan is back.
Okay, all right.
So let me know. No, because think about this. Back in the day, I'm not saying that our grandmothers and things like that, they weren't as insecure as women are nowadays. But I felt like maybe back then they did worry, but they had to get that sense of self-strength because they had no way of knowing.
Okay,
how's James? Is his finger get chopped off at the factory? Like, you didn't know until they came home. So then they just had to, that's where the trust came in. I feel like nowadays there's so much instant gratification with the way technology is set up. That trust issues, it creates insecurities. And you know.
That whole dynamic is taken.
I feel like people don't pay enough attention to that.
It is.
Where, you know, that does play a role in it. Because they may not even
used to
notice
have to write letters just to get a point across. Now it's just like, yo, what are you doing?
And if I send that text and what's up, what you doing, and you don't get a response back in 5 to 10 minutes, you feel away. Yeah. It's like, bitch, I'm not Pizza Hut. It's not 30 minutes or it's free type of shit. If I don't text you back in 30 minutes, you can be mad. No, that's not an excuse. I'm busy. Like you gotta respect people's space and time.
Stuff I
and
gotta do.
nowadays,
especially if you hit me up while I'm at work. Like
Yeah.
I definitely can't like hit you up because
And
I'm
you
working
can-
with kids. I'm working with kids. I gotta keep.
and you can establish, and that's my thing. And you can establish that in the beginning of a relationship and say that, and at the same time, they can always bring up. So when you get off work, you gonna text me back. When I get off work, I'm not thinking about that right now.
But
I'm
we
thinking
know
about
people
just
that are
getting
in that
home.
situation where it's like, they kind of like
They have to have their phone in their hands at all times.
It's a
because they get like
micromanage.
600
It's a
phone
micromanage
calls
thing.
while they're out.
So I feel like.
And I
Now-
understand that they're not hitting you up from a bad place. It's not coming from a bad place. They're
But it's-
checking on you. They
but
want to
it's-
know if you're okay.
Now that adds
It's
another
not-
dynamic to this though, because now
I feel
you
like
might need
I
a,
think we crossed over from the original
but
topic.
now you might actually need a break in that beginning
Okay,
sense because
So,
you're
okay,
so locked
okay.
in.
Okay, so
That's what I'm saying. You
so wait.
become attached to the wrong thing.
So let me pose this question. So let's say, for example, like you're in a relationship and you've been in for about like 2 years now, and now this person all of a sudden is just constant, like they just like
Like a switch.
Yeah, they just switch up their whole thing. Like they used to like let you go out and do whatever and like leave you alone until like you hit them up first, but now they're just hitting you up all the time. Like 600, 700 phone calls while you're out, like every like 10, 15 minutes. Yo, what are you doing? 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 Why don't you answer me? Why don't you answer me? Check your phone, check your phone, check your phone.
That sounds like
Would that constitute a break?
Personally,
Or a breakup?
No, that wouldn't constitute a breakup. I would communicate that issue, but hey, I feel like you don't trust me. Let's talk about it. And if that's not working, I would recommend therapy, group therapy, not by yourself. You're crazy. No, I meant like a group therapy thing. Like
Group
that's,
therapy or couples therapy?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Oh,
Depending, y'all might be on the brink going to whichever's cheaper.
No, it's a group therapy for couples. It's like
Whatever's cheaper, yo. It's
gotta
Groupon.
get your Groupon.
Yo, y'all pretend to be gay just so we can get this cheap. We can get this cheap.
So you have to
For
have
me and my girl.
4 gay
Help
males
us.
with you.
Yeah, me and my girl.
how many
wanna go.
people in this
But
relationship?
if y'all come, it's $25. So y'all pretend to be gay.
Just for
I'll pay y'all
Help me
back.
out. Help me and my girl out and listen to our problems. And act like you don't hear it. And she's in there yelling at me, you make weird sounds during sex, not in front of my niggas. Stop. Session over. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell so you're always updated and get the notification sent to your phone whenever a video is updated to this channel. And like I said, subscribe to the channel, guys. Any personal media that y'all want them to follow? All right, any of yours?
I mean, yeah.
What you want them to follow you on?
My Instagram that I just made up now, like earlier. Is, oh no, I'm back on the gram. People, it's
Only
lit.
follow.
Oh, shit, yo, that means more room for y'all.
What is
My
my
Snapchat and my Instagram both at ROJO Fiasco. Rojo Fiasco. That's it.
Rojo.
Alright guys, that's his. You know all my social media accounts, my Twitter, my Snapchat, my Facebook, and my Instagram. All of those are at Evan Combest. Also, the end. Next topic as we go to discuss, is she allowed to see other niggas while you on a break?
Stay tuned.